presentation, I had to do my research on Walmart's website, and more specifically, I had to look at their signing up process for new customers and order creation process, and then how it gets checked out. So the first thing I looked at was the website in general. Like, what do I first see when I enter it? So when we normally go visit online shopping sites, they look pretty standard. They have like a huge catalog of products. They have different departments. They have different product types and information all over the website, usually structured in a very organized way. And that was the same for Walmart. Walmart actually serves 900,000 customers daily on their website, which means it has to be accessible for all kinds of people. It has to be user-friendly for people of different demographics and people who may not be so good at using technology, and people also who are good at using technology, because they are serving such a sheer volume of people on a daily basis. And that's exactly what I felt when I used their site. It was very user-friendly. They had a really good search bar. I could search for literally anything. And so first of all, we will talk about the signing up process of the customers, because it's the first thing that customers are usually doing, or it's actually not always the first thing. It's sometimes like before checking out thing, but usually like this is like a really important step. So when we first look at the signing up process, the sign up button is located on top left, and I think that's standard across most of the websites, and that was the same here, which means that a user doesn't have to go in and look around for the button. They will automatically know like where it's located. And when they click on there's a drop down menu that pops up, and it says, are you a new customer? If you are, then join now, which makes it very easy to know what you have to do next. So then you click on join now, and then you see a very simple form. So no one wants to fill out a complicated form. Everyone wants a simple form. So that's exactly what you see here. They ask literally just the name, the phone number, which is still optional, the email, password, and you have to click on like terms and conditions. And also you could sign up for newsletters and then create an account. It's very simple. I have done the whole process. There was no issues with it. It went by very smoothly. There was data validation over there. Now we look at class diagram. So for this, what I felt appropriate to have was these classes, the customer class, because they're literally the one interacting with the website and like creating account. So I had to have a customer class. Then we have a product class. We have product detail under the product class to store the more details of the products. Then we have category, and we have product department. So what I realized in the Walmart website was the product department was a huge thing. Like, they have this huge catalog of all these items. It was really important that I keep product department and like show it, and then give users the ability to query by product department. Looking at the first sequence diagram, which is the sign-up process, we see that, like as I was mentioning before already, the customer comes in, clicks on the new customer form, and then it gets displayed. Then it takes in the input. After that, there's a lot of validation checks that I have kept, because I think it's standard across all websites, and it's something I felt is necessary to show that validation checks stay there. And then after all those data gets validated, assuming that, then the customer gets created and then is persisted in the database, or we can say saved in the database. So I have put a little note here that says validity is really important for the sign up, which is why I kept a lot of checks to make sure that, as a way to show that, highlight like how important that is. After the sign up happens, they are redirected to the dashboard, which is this that you see on the screen now. And I would say that the dashboard is very comprehensive. You can manage communication preferences, addresses, credit card billing information, and you can also manage your orders from here. And like I said, a website that is serving such a huge number of customers daily need to be very clear, concise, need to be user friendly, and I felt the dashboard was doing all that. Next, we look at creating an order. So this is what I meant when I said by querying, looking at all the departments. You can see that all the departments just pop up here, and I can easily just click on the departments and search by them. And then I can also search by product type, and then they take me to a list of products. And then that's exactly what I tried to highlight in my sequence diagram too. So first, the user views the homepage. It displays the homepage of the website. They view the product department, and then the product departments get all shown, just like I have a scroll like shown over here, the product department. And then user can also query by category, and then a query like view a list of the products. And then these are the steps that they're taking. And over here in number 5, you can see they are adding items to the cart and they're specifying the quantity. And then what happens after is that the price gets calculated all in the domain controller, and then they all get added up, and then the order object is created, and then it gets displayed to the user. And then in the end, we have save order and persist order again in the database, the standard way that we have been seeing throughout. And I have kept a loop here because it's to highlight that the customer is going to add multiple items in the cart, and also the multi-objects are depicting that. And I have started a loop from viewing from category because I feel like a customer will not just stick to one category, but they might move around different categories, which is why I have looped it all from there. Finally, I want to show the checkout page, which is again very clear, concise, user-friendly. The color schemes are very good, like its colors are not like conflicting, or it's clear for people, like all kinds of people. We were not required to do the checkout process, which is why I just kept it only until here, just to show that how easy it is to get to this point. So overall, this project was really fun to do. I got a chance to think differently about a website. Normally when we visit websites, we don't really think much about the website. We just go there and shop around. But this really forced me to think about what is good design, what is not, what is user friendliness, what is not, and then maybe it will allow me to think in the same way for other websites when I visit in the future as well. And as for my reflection, what I liked most about this website, again, was the UX, the user experience, and the UI, the user interface. I think those were very simple. It kept in mind for people of all backgrounds that they will be able to come and use it very effectively and very efficiently. And there are more details in my reflection as well. So thank you so much for listening.